Alrighty, we have a really nice long cord here, and it has some stuff on it. We're going to repurpose this cord, and we're going to turn it into a very nice extension cord for working on like in a crawl space where you need a trouble light. You plug this in and you take your light back in with you. It's not a super heavy dirty cord, it's like a 16 gauge. And I'll show you how to convert it over to a extension cord rather than an appliance cord. And we'll save it, the switch here, because this switch is a good switch, so we'll take it off and we will definitely save it. And this interlock piece is good. We're going to be able to use that for something else. Okay, so first we'll open up our receptacle unit here. I like how these are threaded so you can take them out easy. And we'll open up our part where the cord goes in. This cord is a lighter gauge cord, so we're going to leave that piece in there. This little piece pops in and out for the thicker, the narrower gauge cord. And this is what that little piece looks like. You just slide it down in the little slot when you take it out. Okay, so we're going to save our this connector here, and we're going to save our switch. So we'll cut this off, and we'll save these because they can be used sometime. So first we'll bring our cable cord through our connector here, and we'll strip our outer jacket back just a little bit more. So we'll just score around the outer jacket like that, and make sure you don't cut into your conductors underneath. You have to score a little bit more. Okay, there it is. So we can pull this off. We'll get all our debris out of here. Flip all your debris off. And if you look at your device, you'll see a brass screw. That is your narrow slot. You'll see a green screw, which is your ground. And you'll see a silver screw, which is your wider slot. And the wide slot is your neutral. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip our wires. This is a lighter gauge wire, so we'll strip our wires. Get them the same length. So I got them all stripped the same length there. That's what you want. So when you put your wires into the device, it goes in straight rather than crooked. So we'll twist our strands together. We'll put our ground, which is the green. And our terminals are open, so we get all our strands down under our pressure plate there. Get our insulation just up to the top of the pressure plate, but not in the pressure plate. And you just tighten the screw. Make sure it's tight. And I see just a little copper at the top there. Come over here, we'll put our white under the silver screw. Make sure we don't get our insulation pinched under our pressure plate there. Close our screw. Make sure it's tight. Okay, we didn't get our, so you have our copper up a little bit too much, so we're gonna open that up. And we're gonna bring it back down and get our insulation just to the top of the pressure plate there. Right there is where we want it. I did that on purpose so you could see. There it is, that's what we want. Now we'll get our black under our brass colored terminal here. Make sure our insulation goes up to the top of our pressure plate. And if your Phillips screwdriver hops like a bunny rabbit, you take your flathead and you tighten it with your flathead screwdriver. And I'm going to just go over all three of them, make sure they're tight. Okay, so I'll bring the camera down close so you can see how these connections are supposed to look. Okay, there's our black on our brass terminal. We have just a little bit of copper showing above it. There's our ground wire on the green terminal with just a little copper showing behind the pressure plate. And there's our white on the silver screw with just a little copper showing behind the pressure plate. Okay, now we'll put our device into our fixture here. I lined it up. I remember our green screw was right in this area. And up here we'll just get our cord centered in our clamp here. I'll just tighten these screws up here. Get it even on both sides so it stays centered. See how it's nice and even on both sides and our cord is going in the middle? And this is a lit cord. Sometimes they come off really hard. So this is our polarity tester. We'll plug it into our newly built extension cord here. Turn our switch on. We have power coming to our cord and the two orange lights are lit, so our cord is hooked up correctly. There's the specs for the female end we bought. You can buy them at a Harbor Freight. There's our polarity tester and the instructions, and the two orange lights were lit, so that's correct wiring, and there's the diagram that tells you what the lights mean. Alrighty, thanks for watching. This is how to properly wire and polarize an extension cord here in the country I was born in. Using a cord that was on an appliance that's no longer being used. Here in the country I was born in, our cords for 110, 120 volts is black, white, and green. Black is live, it goes to the brass colored screw. White is neutral, goes to the silver colored screw. And green is ground. Peace. Thanks for watching.